At TCU, our main focus is to become educated individuals who can think and act as ethical leaders and responsible citizens in the global community. But being a citizen in the global community, what does it mean and why is it even important? Most of us come to TCU with a common dream and an end goal in mind: earn a degree and find a great job. The experiences we gain while studying at TCU shape us into whom we become, and sometimes we even change the path we're on based on those experiences. At TCU, we work to achieve these dreams so that we may mold ourselves into our own perceptions of being successful. This lesson of achieving one's dream by working can be seen through Jane Eyre. Throughout her lifetime, she fought to free herself from her stereotype of a Class A orphan to a lady. She had an unspoken goal to be well received by her fellow pupils, treated as an equal by those of her own age. Also, Jane Eyre wanted to find love. She thought, "It is in vain to say human beings ought to be satisfied with tranquility. They must have action, and they will make it if they cannot find it." Although she came from a humbling beginning, Jane differentiated herself from the real children at the Foundling Orphanage. They were all similarly orphans, but she was a middle-class orphan while they were working class. However, Jane began working to provide for herself. She had to work to keep her middle-class status, unlike the woman pictured in George Clausen's The Girl at the Gate, seen at the Tate Britain. The painting pictures a woman who is a family's nanny. She herself is just basically working to live, rather than trying not to live off any inheritance or a man, as Jane was trying to do. Working as a governess, Jane learned that this was the key to her success and her dreams. She reassured her freedom by stating, "I am no bird, and no net ensnares me. I am a free human being with an independent will." But coming of age as a worker is only part of being a global citizen. How can one become a global citizen without traveling? Through the John Soane Museum, we learned what a grand tour was. Young men went typically to France or Italy towards the end of their education to learn about beauty, history, and democracy. Lucy Honeychurch and A Room with a View by E.M. Forster went on her own sort of grand tour. During the process, she learned that traveling could give a whole new insight on the world we live in. Lucy first imagined Italy very picturesque, like a postcard. In the beginning of the novel, she had an image similar to Canaletti's vision of Italy, whose works can be seen in the National Gallery. However, throughout the novel, Lucy learned that she was not in love with Cecile, the man that she was engaged to, because he was at the drawing room with no beauty. With evidence.
Ooh, look out, you rock and rollers. Changes. Pretty soon now you're gonna get older. Time may change me, but I can't trace time. I said that time may change me, but I can't trace time. Still don't know what I was waiting for, and my time was running wild, a million dead-end streets, and every time I thought
Bryony faced lifelong guilt, and her sister disconnected herself from the family, as well as Robbie was ordered to prison. Using her ethics of imagination, of her experiences, perspectives, and work, Bryony was able to develop herself as a person and as a writer, slightly changing her propagandist ways. Her experiences throughout being a nurse, like when she told the young soldier she loved him on his deathbed, gave her a new perspective. She had similar characteristics to Florence Nightingale that we learned about at the Florence Nightingale Museum. Both were very compelling and determined women who were hard on themselves. Just like Florence showed her compassion by writing letters to the soldiers, Bryony also showed that she had a heart of those experiences as a nurse seemed to help her to understand what it was like to love and miss some of the way Cecilia and Robbie did. We were able to see them the way Bryony, Robbie, or Cecilia might have felt through the HMS Belfast when these challenges were brought to light by discussions of communications with home crew writing. These experiences, perspectives, and work as a nurse help Bryony to write so that she is able to know and use her imagination of what it was really like to be in Robbie and Cecilia's shoes. Through these travels, Bryony was able to experience the slightest amount of turmoil that Robbie and Cecilia went through. When she admitted her wrongdoing, she transformed herself into a truthful, honest 77-year-old woman from a scared 13-year-old girl hiding behind the facade of fiction. Her personal growth through her experiences and her writing help her to find herself and become a better person, which is additional evidence of her coming of age as a writer. Through these characteristics and their stories based on race, nationality, and class, plus their experiences and skills we have gained through writing, traveling, and working by being a TCU student, we can truly become a global citizen.